Hey friends, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Welcome. Hi. Welcome to tonight's Create Along. I'm Sarah. There's so many lovely and amazing people here already. I'm going to say hello to some of you. Takara, hello. Carmen, hello. Tim, hi. Anne, Trace, Steph, Sarah, hi. Allie is here. Timothy, hello. Jay, Michaela, hello. Oh, Drayton and Deb are here. Hi, guys. So excited to see you. Mike is here. Marissa is here. Shannon, hello. Happy holidays, everyone. I am so glad. I'm so glad to see you today. Thank you for being able to make it. If you're not able to make it, then you're probably not here right now, but you're still cool. Um, I don't know, like, not feeling great. Oh, hey, Aries, hello. Just caught up on the Right Now podcast today. I love it. I got to record an episode today with a really cool writer, and I'm really excited to share that with you. I think that'll be my first episode. Well, maybe my second. No. It'll come out pretty soon here. I just have to edit it. So yeah, this is going to be. Oh, I have to look at the calendar just to double check, but I think, yes, this is going to be our last and final create along of 2021. So, yay! The old year is almost over. The new year is almost beginning. Yeah, oh, thank you, Steph. Yeah, Tim and I just bam, this afternoon. I had an interview at 2, and then I crashed hard. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I got really cold and just felt really nauseated, had a bad headache. So that's fun. So I just laid down a little bit before tonight's create along, and I'm hoping that'll carry me through. Oh, here's Midori. Hello, Pumpkin. You gonna say hello and happy holidays to everybody? Yeah? Yes, little Miss Puff. Yes. Shannon, I feel this. Bye-bye 2021. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yes. Yeah. So I think after this, you want to see let's see, she's getting some good quality scritches here. I think after tonight's Create Along, I'm just gonna go back to bed and read myself to sleep. But yes. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing okay. I know that the holidays are. Oh, thank you, Jay. I know that the holidays are a rough time for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, and I just want you to know that you are seen and you are valid. And I really hope that you have a good support system or a coping mechanism or a really good book that you can escape to if you need to during the holidays. Hey, JC Fabs, it's great to see you. So, Mrs. Floof is here. So we turned up the heat. I made some tea, so I've got my tea here in front of me. It's just chamomile today. Oh, Brock, hey, happy holidays. Yes, hello 2022. I don't know. I really don't know if I have high hopes for New Year's anymore. But I do have high hopes for 2022. I would like to ask those of you who are into goal setting, have you set any writing goals for 2022? I know that for me, I plan on finishing Girl in Space and releasing it in 2022, season 2, 2022. I'm also I have 2 other projects. I'm not sure what I want to work on first. I'm also going to be releasing new episodes of Right Now. So just curious, what are your big ideas and your big goals for this beautiful new year that is right on our doorstep? Yes, Shannon, publishing your nano novel. I love that. Yes. Oh, I love this. Yes, Allie, we are manifesting that 2022 is kind to us all. Yes, thank you. Please Continue to manifest that for us, please. We need it. We need a year that's nice to us in here somewhere. We need a relief. Um, I was just looking at there's a lot of things that are getting canceled for the holidays, because of like pandemic stuff, because of COVID, and it's it's hard. Yes, and Tim, that's a good point too. Tim reminds us that the Writers Mastermind Discord will be around if anyone needs to chat during the weekend and beyond. Yes, we have some family coming in from LA, and I don't know, I'm just kind of nervous about, you know, spreading illness. So I think that we're going to be on the internet a lot. So come hang out on Discord if you want to. Oh, good. Pinball Princess says setting goals is actually my homework in therapy. So, haha, I'm not feeling overwhelmed by that at all. I'm so bad at goals and worse at achieving them. Pinball Princess, why is that? And I'm asking that as a person who also really struggles to. I don't struggle to set goals. Like, it's easy to say, like, I want to do this year. But for me, the struggle comes into committing to the goal and like following it through until it's complete. Like, for me, that's the difficulty. So I'd like to know, Pinball Princess, for you or for anyone else who struggles with goal setting. And there's all of these. There's a lot of advice out there about setting goals that work. And some of them are helpful. Some are helpful and some aren't. I feel like it's a little bit like the writing process. You kind of have to find something that works for you. And for me, I've been experimenting with small incremental goals here at the tail end of 2021. So November and December. So for about 2 months, I've had a daily goal of writing 300 words minimum for Girl in Space 5 days a week. That has been my goal. And like more or less, I've been able to do it because it's like ridiculously small. And I wonder if for some people, setting small, easily achievable goals is more motivating. I wonder if for other people, like huge pie in the sky goals might be more motivating because they want to like do the impossible. Yeah, let us know. Let us know how that works for you. Yes, good. First editing client for Anne. I love it. Good. Jay Michaela says, I want to get my work in progress pile to single digits if that's humanly possible. It is. It is. Dreaming big, Steph. I love it. Self-publish a novel, a nonfiction book, and a picture book. I love it. Which one are you going to do first? And when do you want to get it finished by? Oh, very cool. Weaving in the ravelings and tidying the final draft. Woohoo. I love that. Good. Allie, 2022, releasing your new show, Human Error. I love it. I'm also writing a lot this year since I'm producing multiple shows. Beautiful. Beautiful. Trace says 2022, finishing and releasing the first 8 of The Last Echoes and writing a ridiculous, with a capital R, amount of music for all the things. Yes, I know, because you're doing some work with Evan, and I think you do work with a lot of other people. Plus, yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't read ahead. Plus the musical once Evan hands me the reins. That's a lot, Trace. That's very exciting, though. That's very cool. Good. Takara says, anything is better than the last 2 years. Yes. I'm finishing up my second book. Takara, that's amazing. Good. I want you to keep writing and publishing books. That is so beautiful. Oh, I love it. Marissa, yes. Marissa says, today was my last day at my job. Yes. Looking forward to using the extra time to work on my novel. Yes, yes. Hoping to swing a month of rest before taking next steps. Yes. I've always wanted to like take a sabbatical. And that sounds really beautiful. A month of rest. Like, I hope you're able to do that. Keep us posted, and let us know like how it goes, and like keep track of like what you expect and what you didn't expect, and like what surprises you and what doesn't surprise you. I'd be curious to know how it goes for you. And of course, we're cheering for you all the way. Falling Hoshi, this is the best way to spend 3 hours, I think. Falling Hoshi has been baking cookies for 3 hours, a very worthy endeavor. Very worthy, yes. Please send them our way. Um, Steph says if I could do everything before 3 p.m., I'd be good. Okay, yes, yes. We'll take photos. Okay, I guess. We'll look at photos of your delicious cookies and not eat them. Pinball Princess, so I asked about goal setting, and Pinball Princess says, I either get disheartened by forgetting to do the thing, or I get distracted like a crow that woke up in a well-lit Swarovski shop. Ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny. Forgetting to do the thing or getting distracted from the goal. Yes. I'm wondering, do you, like so many of us, have ADHD or ADD? I'm curious. And I don't know, the goals that you're setting, how can you, work them in every day? And I don't know if that's necessarily working them into a schedule, because I know that not everyone is friends with their schedule, right? And like that doesn't work for everyone. Yes. Oh my gosh, Allie. 2023, Allie says, I'll have 3 shows actively releasing episodes. That is incredible. 2022 is a big prep year for sound design and writing future seasons of said shows. Lovely. Yeah, Brock is also, interesting. Brock says for creative process, goals don't work at all. My main goal is just to write every day, even if it's just a few words, just write daily. If I do that, it feels really satisfying. Yes, I can do 300 words like you do. Yeah, sometimes I get into it and pump out 1,000 words plus at a sitting. Brock, I am very much the same way. My minimum is 300. And if I go over that, which I often do, then that's just like extra frosting on the cake, the delicious, delicious cake. So I'm wondering, okay, I had a friend, I don't know if any of you know Paul Sading. He's a good friend. We've been friends for years. And he had a goal a couple years ago of, I want to say it was no 0-word days. So like his goal was just to have no days where he wrote 0 words, like at least 1 word written every day. And like, I think he got really far with that. So I'm just wondering if a lot of goal setting and a lot of the possibility of goal completion comes with how we structure our goals. And I think a lot of that comes from what we want and like being honest with what we want. Like, do you actually want to, do this or this every day? One thing that I've been struggling with the whole word count thing is, let me see if I can show you. So like part of my writing process, you know what, I'm just going to show you these here because they're right here. So you know me and my note cards, right? Like, and I write down plot points on these note cards. These count. These count as writing words. When you write words on your note cards, they count because it's writing. So I also write ideas. This is my Girl in Space idea book. And I don't want to show you anything. I'll just like flash it up real quick. Like, ooh, this is where I write ideas for season 2. And like, it's back and front most pages. A lot of work goes into this. Brainstorming is work. And that counts as writing words. So I don't know. I want to encourage you as you move forward into either a daily practice or some kind of habitual routine where you're writing maybe 1 time a week or multiple times a week or 5 times a week or every day, whatever that is for you. And you don't have to write every day to be a legitimate writer. Okay. You don't have to have like no 0-word days or anything like that. You need to structure it for however it will be fun and appealing for you. I know that for me, I have to count, I have to count these these words that I scribble in the notebook and stuff like that all counts. And like that gives me a great relief because I don't have to like move my entire manuscript forward 300 words every day because it doesn't always work out that way. And for me, part of writing is living within the story. And like it's not always word count that is a great measure for that. Like, it's an easy way to measure your progress, like, oh, 300 words a day. Like, I know when I've hit that, because I can count. Hopefully, I can count to 300 and I'll know when I've hit that. But, like, there's other ways to set goals. And I know that all the advice out there will tell you they need to be quote unquote SMART goals, where SMART is an acronym that means like specific, measurable, something accountable, maybe reasonable and timely. I have no idea. But SMART is like an acronym. And one of the things is they're like, yeah, it has to be a measurable goal that you can like quantify. But I don't know. I think it's also possible to have a goal where like maybe you write 3 days a week and like, you're done writing when you feel satisfied with what you've written, or you feel good, or you just don't feel like a wreck. Or maybe you're writing to find joy every day, or maybe you are just journaling every day and getting into the practice of sitting down at the page. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on goals. Yeah, Tim says, I always overshoot my writing deadlines. I wanted to be finished with the Omen bonus episode scripts before the new year, and I'm only like 3/5 done. Yeah, give yourself some grace. Those, I know goals, projects usually take longer than we estimate. Like I used to estimate client projects when I was working for the marketing firm, and it was just like, I'm just going to tack on an extra 20% to that deadline because deadlines never happen on time because, stuff happens. Jimmy, good. Jimmy is back home. Finally, good. The workmen are done finally. We're maybe a fourth of the way. So those of you, if you weren't here last week, Jimmy's apartment got flooded and they had to live in a hotel for, I think, more than a week. It was a long time, but it sounds like they're back in today, maybe a fourth of the way toward putting things back where they need to be. We have to pick up a couple of things like a table and another bookcase. That won't happen for a short bit. Christmas, however, is small, very small. How is Christmas small? Is it your heart that is feeling small? Is it the fact that there won't be large piles of gifts? Yeah, let us know. Falling Hoshi says, 2022, finishing the first draft of my novel, and I'm going to get back into a schedule, hopefully. Yes, I love it. Go gently with yourself. Go easy on yourself. Sarah says, for 2022, I want to have finished at least 4 college classes and finish a first draft of my work in progress, starting the edits and rewrite sections. I love it. Yes, the mind crow has anxiety. Yes. And then the shinies get overwhelming. Yes. Then boom, depression, and my mind crow is a mess. I don't want to, ask you this like in a yes, Midori, in a like public place, but I'm also wondering too if you're getting treated for the anxiety and depression. I know that was something that I had to do in order to like move forward with my creative career. And again, it's a choice to make, and there's all sorts of factors involved. And I'm not going to say that like being on medication for anxiety and depression is like the best thing or necessary, because it's up to each individual person and what their life looks like and what their health insurance looks like and all of that stuff. But yeah, do know that a lot of us struggle with anxiety and depression, and especially at this time of the year when there's so much pressure and so much expectation socially, and yeah, it's a lot. Yes, good, Steph. I love it. I have a lot of picture book manuscripts written. My daughter is an illustrator. Steph, that's awesome. If she can commit to completing the pics for one of them, I'll begin there. I love to hear that. Yes. Oh, Deb, working on supporting friends like you all. Oh, Deb, you guys are awesome. Yeah. Wow, yes. Jay says, it's been too close to 10 years since I published something beyond posting a short story to my website. I should add that my 2022 to-do list. Oh, add it to my 2022 to-do list. 2022 to-do list is quite the phrase. Also, to-do lists, let's see, learning how how to-do lists work. Oh, to-do lists. For me, I need to handwrite them. Other people, there's all sorts of apps. There's even like scheduling apps like Sansama and Trello and Asana that help you do essentially kind of your own project management. I don't know if you're into any of that stuff. Yes. Oh, she's just here for scritches. Yeah, Takara says my second book is very different from my first book. It's a different process. Yes, that is probably a really good thing to think about and look at how those processes are different. Because your first one was poetry. And what is your second one? I feel like I should know that. Steph says I then have to decide on which fiction manuscript to complete. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Anna's going to do some service brand building. I love it. Good. Paid podcast. I love it. Yes. Good. Okay. Allie says my goal is also to have no 0-word days. I did that for Fallen Memories and it helped me feel more manageable. Good. Rather than giving myself a word goal per day. Yeah. Oh, I don't know where it is, but I have I know I showed this to you last week, but I'm going to show it to you again. So I have this author's accountability planner, and it lets you set goals and track your progress for any number of creative projects that you're working on throughout the year. I actually had a conversation with the publishers. So I got this through Target. But the publishers got in touch with me, and they're going to be sending me some 2022 planners to give away to you guys. So start thinking about that. I don't have them yet. They haven't sent them, or if maybe they have sent them and they're still in the mail. But I should have some of these to give away. And so hopefully for some of you, this will be a really good way to stick to your goals in 2022. I've enjoyed using mine. Mike says, I will say I set 3 goals for myself in 2022. Oh, Mike, are you going to switch jobs again? Finding a job where I'm doing something like I feel valued and accomplished. Finish my book. Don't say not likely. And personal goal, which is a maybe. So I'll take it. Good. Good. I really want you to finish that book. Mike, I'm very invested in you finishing your novel. I'm very excited about you finishing your novel. Very, very excited to see it. Jimmy has no 2022 goals. I feel like that's okay. I think for some of us, and maybe this applies to you and maybe it doesn't, for some people, like having goals gets in the way of getting stuff done. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but like I have also been in this boat where like I'll write because I love it, but if I like create a deadline for myself, suddenly it's not fun anymore and I won't do it. So like I said, you have to do what works for you. If it's 0-word days, if it's just writing a little bit 5 times a week until it feels accomplished or it feels good. Maybe it's just creating stuff. Maybe it's journaling every day. Maybe it's journaling once a week. There's all sorts of different and very, very valid goals for the new year. Or like Anne is working on brand development, which can be really yes. If these note cards fall out of order, the plot rewrites itself. I appreciate that. I like that a lot. Oh, Timothy, I like this. Timothy says, taking a course on audio engineering to improve my audio editing and actually know what I'm doing. Supplementing income with narration. Ooh. I know several podcasters who've gotten into audiobook narration, and it sounds really cool. My good friend Jordan Cobb just did a New York Times bestseller. Child of Wraith and Ruin. I'm not going to remember it now. The book's really good. Daughter of Wraith and Ruin. No, Wraiths and Ruin. I have it. I own the book. I bought it, the audiobook, because like I can say like, oh, my good friend, um, there we go. A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. My gosh. Okay. So my good friend Jordan, and then also AJ Beckles, one of the voice actor who plays Toby in Tim's show Omen, they co-narrate the book. And so it's just really cool to hear two voices that we know like reading this famous book. Like it's really cool. Brock says, no 0 words is great. I find if I sit down and just write a few words, then by doing that, I keep writing and soon there's 300. So like that, and this is what I'm talking about, different goals. Maybe it's just sit down and start writing every day is your goal, or sit down and, or stand up if you have a standing desk, or like do it on your exercise cycle, if that's a thing. But even just saying, I'm going to like commit to sitting at the keyboard 4 times a week or twice a week. That can be its own goal too. It does not have to be word or page count focused. Yes, Falling Hoshi is posting pictures of cookies and crochet projects. That just sounds like so perfect for the holidays. I love that. Trace says, I have a similar thing to the 0 word days for music. 1 phrase or idea every day. Playing it on the piano counts. Singing it into my phone counts. I love that. I love when we're able to extend ourselves a little bit of extra grace and say, you know what, this is going to count, even if it's on note cards, even if I'm singing it into my phone, even if like I'm dictating for 5 minutes while I'm out on a walk and I'm like processing some ideas, like that counts as a writing session. So no, I encourage you to find something that works for you. Yes, putting your ideas in the beginning or end of a chapter in parentheses. I love brackets because then I can do like a little search and find for brackets. I'm like, oh, I need to put an idea there. So yes. Yes, plot twist, X is a Time Lord. How did you guess? How did you know? Tim says, yeah, I try to tie goals to things I actually want from life. I exercise so I can sleep better. Yes, I eat healthy food because I feel better when I do. Me too. I write so I can feel satisfied with my life. Having a goal just for the heck of it never works unless there's something in it for me on a daily basis. Tim, yes, yes, that is completely legit. Yes, yes. Oh, Mike. Mike knows what SMART is. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Thank you. Oh, I like that. Steph says Krista Hutchins advocates peace goals. See, I just like the word peace because it makes me feel good. Purposeful, essential, adjustable, current, and enjoyable. I like these. I like these. Yes, Annie, hi, I'm so happy you're here. Oh, Drayton says, I spent the first 50 years of my life hating to write, and now only do it when my extrovert self holds my introvert self hostage long enough for me to create. Isn't that like, I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. There's so much like internal permission and coercion sometimes that goes into like reaching our goals or creating our life's work or getting started on our life's work. Like, absolutely. Yes. Oh, that's true too. Depending on if you're Myers-Briggs or your Enneagram, or if you've done some other type of self-typing thing, goals might work better or be more motivating for one type than another. So Shannon, if you're an Enneagram 1, oh, who uses goals to give me something additional to shame myself over? Well, I don't want you to shame yourself. Oh, I should like really read like a full comment before like putting it up. That's like the second time that's happened tonight. It's like, oh, there's more revealed in the second half of the comment. But like also, I mean, if that's a motivator, we talked a few weeks ago about spite being a motivator. Mike, I know we were talking like if you have nothing else to write for, write out of spite. Like if for no other reason, write out of spite. Like, so maybe Shannon, maybe shame is, I don't want to say shame is good, but if it gets you to where you want to be, is it good? I don't know. I shouldn't be so judgmental. Yes. Yes. Scheduling apps sound like the names of characters in Dune. Yeah, they really do. Trello and Asana and Sunsama. Mm. Yeah, Deb, goals. Put what's most important first, and you'll find time to get the smaller things done. There's also that theory of like, rocks, pebbles, and sand. So, like, if you get a jar and you put all the big rocks in first, and then you sprinkle the pebbles in, and then you sprinkle the sand, it'll all fit into the jar. But if you if you fill it up with sand first, there's no room to put any pebbles or big stones because density and stuff. Um, I don't know if that's helpful for anyone, but I just remembered that. Um, oh, good. You bought the planner. Might receive it tomorrow. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes. Tim. Tim says I set goals if I really want to disappoint myself. I mean, it works differently for everyone. And like even knowing that, like knowing that a certain type of goal setting does not work for you, like there's value in that. Pinball Princess, I like the word Crover Drive. I think that's beautiful. JC Fab says 2022 goals. This is going to be a little tricky to say. Are to finish the romance novel and set up a short story series on the website. I love to hear that. Yes. Steph says survival is an okay goal, Jimmy writes. Yes. Especially when the world is in turmoil and people are sick and things are crazy. Sometimes it's enough just to like get through each day, and please do give yourself credit for that as well. I have a hair in my face and it's driving me a little bit mad. Okay, I think I got it. I think I had a hair in one of Midori's hairs was in my eyelashes. Mike says there may be a slight chance I can finish the draft this year. I have at least one day right now that I'm off and no one else is here to bother me. Yes, I could be close. I hope so, Mike. I hope so. I hope so. Jimmy says, "Oh, I don't plan to get stuff done either. 2021 showed me I'm most likely a hobbyist writer, despite my desires otherwise." I don't know. I think it's Jimmy, I think it's too early to pass judgment on yourself and to like resign yourself to something that you don't really like. Jimmy says, "I'll put stuff on my webpage and whatnot like that, get a couple reads here and there, keep the newsletter going. That's about all." That's how you build stuff, though. You write stories, you keep your newsletter going. It's all going towards something. So I'm happy that you are continuing that, even though it sounds like you're really disappointed in how things went this year. And I know we've talked about that frustration, and I know a lot of people also feel that frustration of, I'm creating all this stuff and like nobody's reading it, nobody's looking at it, nobody's finding it. I know that is really, really hard and a little bit heartbreaking. Yes. Drayton gonna do some audio versions of your books. I love it. I love it. Yes, Jay Michaela says, my brain cannot. Yep, my brain crows can't with planners. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Probably because ADHD and dyslexia equals unpredictable student supplies. Yes. Yes. Interesting. Yes. I do wish, yes, I were more able to ensure a steady pace per week or month so progress feels more real. Ooh, that is frustrating. But I think sometimes we just need to sorry, I saw this like creepy hovering light outside of my window, but I think it's just like a plane taking off. Speaking of ADHD, yeah, I understand that frustration that the progress doesn't feel real when it's so sporadic, but it's still progress. And that is still a really good thing. Oh, Falling Hoshi's playing Stardew Valley tonight. I woke up this morning and I had that Stardew Valley Feast of the Winter Star song in my head, and so all morning I was just like do 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 do, just just all morning was in my head. So yeah. Ooh, yes. Oh, Tim, I love that. Tim says, I was screwing around on my Casio keyboard to figure out the Omen season 2 trailer pirate shanty, and it totally put me in the mood to write in the future. That makes me really happy. Yes. 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 I appreciate all of you. Yeah. Steph says, can we count writing a list of goals as our goal for the day for the next year? Yeah, totally. That's if that's what you want to work on tonight, then please do that. If that helps you find clarity and it helps you feel like you've accomplished something, then heck yes. Timothy says, pay no attention to the UFOs outside. Yeah, seriously. Um, so yeah. So yeah, my friends. Quick hide behind that rock over there. Yeah, one of the rocks that didn't fit into my jar full of sand. Um, hey, so it's 7:40, which I keep not realizing that I'm eating into our create along time. So hey, hi, it's 7:40. I'm gonna like put up our little banner here that says that we're gonna be writing for the next 50 minutes. And of course, by writing, I mean doing whatever it is that makes you feel creatively good and fulfilled. So if that is setting a goal for 2022, purposefully not setting a goal for 2022, playing some Stardew Valley, doing some doodling, writing some note cards of ideas for your next project, whatever it is you need to do tonight to help yourself feel creatively good and refreshed. As always, if you're not feeling it, if you feel like doing something creative tonight would be more harmful than helpful, do take a break, go take a nap. Again, play some Stardew Valley, bake some cookies, whatever it is you need to do to get through this evening. Hey, Monty's here. Hey, Monty, I'm glad to see you. Yes, Jay Michaela, wrapping gifts, then maybe some mindful breathing time. That sounds beautiful. I'm going to be working on my newsletter that goes out Monday, and so I'm going to be writing that here with you. What do I usually say? Okay, we're gonna write until 8:30 p.m. Central, which is 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And when that time is up, you will hear the gentle yeeting of the elfin horn, which will welcome you back into the space. If at that time you are just like in a really good writing zone or a really good creative zone, or you're asleep, you don't need to come back. So just do your thing. Just do your thing. Yes, good. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Steph has got to get up at 4:15 a.m. Oh my gosh. Go to sleep. Happy holidays. Oh, and again, if you're just now joining us, this is going to be our last create along. What is my hair doing? It's like standing straight up. This is going to be our last create along of 2021. And so we're off next week, and then we will start again on Wednesday, January 5th. So that's when we'll come back. So we have next week off because I have family in town and I will not be able to get away and do a create along with you guys. So yes. Oh, good, Marissa. That's lovely. All right, guys. I'm going to mute myself. Feel free to play music or whale sounds or rain sounds, whatever works best for you on your end of the thing. And I will see you at the appointed time. Just a quick note here. Monty says, I'm having major surgery January 5th, so it might be a few weeks before I see you all after this. Monty, we are sending well wishes and health and a speedy recovery your way. Thank you for sharing that with us. So we'll keep you in our thoughts. Welcome back, writers and creators and podcasters and cookie bakers and quilters. Hello. Hi. How was it? How was this session? I think I scared everyone. Monty says, scared the heck out of me. Cryptid next door, hello, by the way, says, I forgot I had the stream open, so when I tell you that scared me. I'm sorry. It is never my intention to scare everyone. And yet, I feel like I scare you every time. Maybe we'll get a new sound in 2022 and it won't be an Alpenhorn, or maybe it will be. And we'll just all learn to be a little bit less startled and afraid by the Alpenhorn. Good. I love this. Jay Michaela says, presence wrapped, meditation done, emotions still odd, but I feel more human. I know. Oh, love the horn. Okay. The Alpenhorn won't go away. Okay, people are expressing love and admiration for the Alpenhorn. Okay, the Alpenhorn is here to stay. Yes, I think we just have to get over the fact that I'm a scary person and I'm scary. I like that. Oh yes, 6:30 came fast tonight. Pinball Princess says Alpenhorn, but the bell is funneled through a kazoo. Oh, we'll have to do that. I'll have to invest in a kazoo. Yes, Charlie says in 2022 it will just be a blood-curdling scream and breaking porcelain. We can make that happen. Jimmy says the only direction to go with Alpenhorns is more Alpenhorn. I think you are correct. Mike, yes! 782 words. I feel like things are changing for you. I feel like things are picking up for you, and that's really exciting. What? No, I'm scary. Allie says I'm not scary. I'm super scary. I don't know. I'm very scary, very terrifying. I don't know. There's got to be someone out there who's like terrified of me, probably, right? Like just universal probability. Oh my gosh. Good. Oh my gosh. Takara. Yes. Takara says, I'm almost finished with the last poem in my Christmas poetry series. I love it, Takara. Way to go. Timothy says, I don't even think I've said 782 words today. Yes, I feel that. Yes, good. Oh, I love this. Crypto next door says, man, I've been super busy lately, but man, oh man, does it feel nice to just sit and come up with ideas. Yes, I finally finished my year-long project of drawing a character for every month. I love it. I love that. That is amazing, and that makes me really happy. Yes, Anne, I think you're onto something. Anne says the only reason the Alpenhorn scares people is because we are in some state of altered consciousness while working on our projects. Yes. You are in the flow. Yes. Mike agrees with Jimmy that Mike says I have a fever and the only prescription is more Alpenhorn. I appreciate that. See, yes, once you listen to Girl in Space, yes, then you realize that I'm horrifying. Okay, also, I want one of my upcoming projects to be like a horror project. And I have talked to so many people who know me, who I've been like, they're like, yeah, so what are you working on next so I can support you? And I'm like, well, I kind of want to work on this like kind of horror project. And they're like, that'd be great. You'll be great at that. And that, yeah. So either they say that in that tone of voice, or they say, Sarah, you can't. And I'll be like, but let me show you. I mean, Girl in Space has horror elements. I was just talking about this with someone the other day. Like, there's like creepy insects and people getting their limbs shot off and blood dripping and flies. Well, maybe those are all just things that I think are scary and unsettling. Maybe I have like this set of like non-universal fears. And oh man, okay, so I'm getting some encouragement here. Yes, lots of body horror, yes, in Girl in Space, like and it's, like, subtle, and it's also, like I have it kind of couched in with this, like, kind of unfazable character. Well, actually, all the characters are kinda, like, unfazed by all of the, like, really horrible stuff that's going on, but, you know. Charlie says, "I have such wonderful things to show you," said by Sarah in the creepiest whisper ever. See? Yes, I can do that. Yes. Yes, I got to do, a very loud scream on stage, and that was really fun, and I get to play, like, sinister, scary people in fiction. Yes, the insects are supposed to be creepy. They're not cute, even though they love potatoes. Darn it. Ooh, Shannon. Shannon says everyone has a dark side. The only difference is who shows it and who does not. Oh, so maybe like we should be even more afraid of people who don't like show us their dark side because that means that they like know it's there and they're like purposefully hiding it. Yes. Takara says I like writing horror stories, but the last one didn't do well. That's okay. Like, yeah, not every story is gonna work out well, and that's okay. Like that's why we continue writing more stories. Yes. I know a spaceship's full of spiders. I know, right? Right, right, right. Yes, Charlotte is my scary alter ego. Yes, because like every character you create is partially you, right? So like if you have like some unsettling characters, like that means that you have some, I don't know, I don't know. Oh man. Oh no. Timothy says I spent the whole time trying to edit my recording with a shirt over my head because I can't stand headphones pressed against my ears. Timothy, I feel like you need a new solution. I don't know what that solution is, but that sounds really frustrating. Yes. Pinball Princess says, I can't tell if I don't like horror or if I don't like jump scares specifically. Yes, I had to learn what kind of horror I liked and enjoyed and what kind just like triggered me. And I said, no, no more of this. Like, yeah, it was really specific. Pinball Princess says, the idea of leaving a story with an uncertain pit of existential dread in your stomach sounds better than adrenaline rush no one asked for. Yeah, like you kind of have to find the kind of horror that works for you and what you like and what you don't like. And that's like totally fine. Yes, Shelob. Yes. Yes. Spiders in Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I love that. I think that's great. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I don't know. Tim says, are jump scares horror or just being startled? I think jump scares are used a lot in the horror genre to like generate adrenaline. Um, when it can't be generated otherwise through like deeper psychological storytelling things. But also jump scares can be fun if you're the kind of person who likes jump scares. So like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Sarah says I usually don't do horror because number one, most horror fiction doesn't work on me, and number two, my friends get worried. I'm glad that you have friends who care about you and worry about you. I love that. Yes, yes. Hopeful horror, ooh, is one of my favorite genres. You know, one of my favorite movies is 28 Days Later. It's probably in my like top 3 movies. And it has this like beautiful, like hopeful ending. And I love that. Um, Specifically, I was thinking about my next project being something that I have termed gentle horror. So it's like it's gonna be gentle and no jump scares and like no like in your slamming in your face like gross stuff, but it's just gonna be like gentle horror. And it'll just kind of slowly eat away at your psyche. Gently. Like a hug that's poison. So I don't know, that's kind of what I want to do. Yes, thank you. Yes. Jimmy says there's a difference between The Mist as King wrote it and The Mist as the movie ended. Yes, yes, yes. Comfort horror. Yes, gentle horror, comfort horror. Yeah, something that isn't necessarily scary, but by the end leaves you going, "No, that can't be right." Yes. It's like the mystery equivalent of like a cozy the horror equivalent of a cozy mystery. So it's like gentle horror. And it's just gentle and you're okay. Um I like this. Mike says, I must be really dark because the 3 horror short stories I've finished, the monster wins. I mean, like, yeah, horror, I feel like horror is like highly specific to your taste. And like, if that's what you prefer, like, heck yeah, do it. I don't know, Tim. Tim says, are jump scares a thing in audio drama? That seems like a breach of trust right there. I have listened to audio dramas like while on a walk, and like there's like a dog barks, and that's like a jump scare to me sometimes, because like I'm outside and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like a dog nearby, or like a twig snaps and I'm like, somebody's stalking me. So like I don't know if it's my fault for listening to audio dramas like while outside on a walk, or if those need to be called out as jump scares. Like I don't know. Maybe different people just are sensitive to different things. Um mm, yeah, don't get on any creepy lists. If you're Googling like how to dispose of a body in acid, like you're gonna end up on some list somewhere probably. Yes, Jay Michaela is getting a white Christmas and some time off. I love to hear that. Charlie, Jeff is dead. Why is Jeff dead? He's in a better place. Why is Jeff dead? Yes, yes. Mm, yes. Doesthedogdie.com is amazing resource for knowing if a thing has something you will be not be okay with. Yeah. Agree. I've used that website a couple times, just like, is this going to have something in it that is like seriously not okay for me? Yeah. Yes. Ooh, I like this. Jimmy says, in my opinion, good horror creeps and insinuates, slithers in and takes over the innocent shadows of the hallway outside of your bedroom and the normal chirps and whispers of a pastoral spring afternoon. Yes, it gets in there and messes with your brain. That is exactly what it does. I love this. You guys, my friends, 2021 is on its way out. And 2022 is marching right on its tail. Is that a phrase? I have no idea. 2022 is coming. And the next time I see you, yes, Pinball Princess says 2021, yeet. We are yeeting 2021 out of here. Because we've got a huge, beautiful new year of 2022 to look forward to, and to maybe set some goals in, or maybe just do some writing or creating. Yes, this year empty, yeet. Yes. Yeah, yes. Jimmy says, I love Lovecraft, M.R. James, and the early Stephen King short stories for my horror. Yes. But yeah, we're getting a refill. No, we're getting a replacement for our year, and I hope it's going to be amazing. We are going to continue doing these create along sessions throughout 2022. I mean, I guess unless otherwise noted. This is our last one for 2021. So if you show up next Wednesday, which I think is the 29th. Yes, the 29th. I won't be here, but maybe other people will be here, or you can do some writing sprints on the Discord, whatever works best for you, whatever you need. Tim and I will be in and out of the Discord all this next week and the following week. Again, we have family in town, but I think that we'll be on the internet quite a bit. Oh, Midori, do you want to say? You want to say meowy Christmas or happy? What's a pun for cats? Happy meowlidays. Yeah. You wanna wave? No, we don't want to wave. No. Oh no. So Midori says happy holidays. She also says put me down. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, thank you. Brock says 2022 will still be a pandemic, but I hope it's a year of transformation for all of us. I do too. I hope that all writers here and creatives here write and create to their heart's content. Brock, that's beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Yes, yes. Midori is basically saying, happy, I will rule you all. We are all Midori in the arms of 2021. Jimmy says, Merry Yeetmas, my friends. Oh, I'm going to go either drink some tea or just faceplant and go to sleep. I don't know if this is a cold or like what is going on. Yes, Midori for Overlord 2022. She's got my vote. Please take good care of yourselves. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I know the holidays are rough for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. So if you need to check in with us, check in with your support network, text or call someone you love, and just take good care of yourself, please. Get plenty of sleep. Make sure you're hydrating. I did not take one sip of water during this entire stream. So make sure you hydrate. And yeah, I will see you in 2022.